What's up, guys? It's Kalen from Game for Pancakes. Today we're going to be playing Ty, the Tasmanian Tiger 1. Hopefully I have all the audio settings right this time. You know what? Before we start, I'm going to do a quick check.
Here we go! Yo!
Alright, we're all good. Alright, cool. So, I've already tried doing this. It didn't work out. As you can see, I got 3% in. And we'll just start over. I've finished my coffee in trying to do this already. So, no coffee for me.
I gotcha! Okay, Ty, I missed. Catch me if you can. Don't move, mate. I'll get help.
If you can't tell, this game is Australian. I'll give you some backstory once the cutscenes are over, so I don't talk over people talking, because I know there's going to be a lot coming.
Don't be afraid, Ty. I am Nandu Gilly, the Bunyip Elder.
G'day, mate.
It's time you knew the truth. Years ago, a great battle was fought over the fate of 5 mystic talismans.
We're here first, you stinking furry mammal opportunists. Remember the comet!
I want to turn it down a little bit.
No! You mammals don't deserve to be at the top of the food chain!
He doesn't like mammals yet he's having a gorilla mech.
Once and for all. Oh, my head! Never, never, never!
Might also turn down the game capture audio so you guys can hear me talking.
Bye-bye. No!
Or if you guys can hear the game audio a second time through my mic, that would suck. That's what happened last time.
Those brave few who challenged Boss Cass were trapped in the dreaming.
Mom? Dad?
Word grows that Boss Cass is seeking out the talismans again. He must be stopped at all costs. It's up to you to find the talismans before he does.
It's up to me to save my family.
Oi, Ty! Are you okay?
Murray? Oh, am I glad to see you. Oh, you're never gonna believe what just happened. I was playing in the forest when the ground suddenly... And that's when you showed up.
Rude! Sounds like you've
Great
got a
recap.
fair dinkum adventure ahead of you, mate. Not that I'm into that sort of thing. I'd much rather be at home watching the footy. But I tell you what, you do the adventuring and I'll help you out where I can. Welcome to...
Okay, I'm gonna do some quick audio settings real quick. So, this game was originally for the Xbox. The original Xbox.
Cliffs, mate.
That's a little bit better. So this game was for the original Xbox. I played it as a child. I played 2 and 3 and then played 1 when they made it available on Steam, which is what I'm playing it on now. I plan on playing all 3 of them on Steam and recording it, hopefully. This is going to be the first game series that I record for the channel again. It may not be the first that goes up, but it's the first set of recordings I'm doing. So, yeah, I've already had my coffee. The first try at recording failed, and I went through all my coffee. So after this episode, I'm probably going to get more coffee. So let's jump back into it.
By the way, whenever you see one of these signs, I won't be far away.
It'll be literally on
I've
top.
heard that if you press the action button, you can talk to me, whatever that means. Okay, now let's get down to brass tacks. If you're gonna be out adventuring, then you'll need another boomerang. And I know just the place to find one. Head down to Bly Station. I'll meet you there.
It's right there. I'm literally walking for like 30 seconds. Right. So, Tai is a Tasmanian tiger, which is an Australian mammal, possibly a marsupial. I'm not entirely sure. I'm still working on getting the controls right. Alright, that's bite, that's throw. Alright. So, I know from my last try at this that there's going to be a lot of me being interrupted by the game, so I'm going to try not to talk as much, because I know when they're going to be. I'm going to get interrupted right there, and then there's going to be a portal that opens up on this side of the fence. I can't get through this fence quite yet, but we'll get there eventually.
G'day, Julius.
Now, if I just reroute these wires to...
I said g'day, mate. Are you deaf?
Oh, goodness gracious me. Oh, I didn't see you there. I was just making some last-minute adjustments. Well, you must be Tai.
G'day. So, you old coot. What's this contraption do?
This contraption is the key to finding the talismans. Why is this so? It's quite simple, really. It uses an oscillatory microfeeder to scan for trace energy signals that match the unique power matrix of the talismans.
Huh?
Like a big nose that sniffs them out.
Oh.
Ah. And thunder
So it's like
eggs
a
are the key
radiation
to
detector,
powering
basically.
the machine.
Thunder eggs. Oh, they're as rare as hen's teeth, mate.
Couldn't you just use batteries?
If only it was that easy. You see, this machine doesn't just find where the talismans are, it actually teleports them here.
Struck me lucky.
But why does that mean you
And
can't
that,
use
my
batteries?
friends, requires a great deal of energy.
So, how is Tai
more
here gonna
batteries.
find all these thunder eggs?
Hey, I was just wondering that myself.
A reasonable question. I've created these portals to lead Tai to areas rich with them. Of course, they won't just be lying all over the place.
Just our luck.
A lot of them will have already been found. The trick will be convincing the locals to part with their prized possessions. But I'm afraid I can't help you with that. If you're as resourceful as they say, Tai, I'm sure you'll think of something.
Righto, Tai. There's no point in mucking about. You've got to find a second boomerang. I'll see you in 2 up.
So when he says convince the locals, I thought that meant I had to actually do some diplomacy. But no, I'm taking it from people, which is even better.
This billabong has got the lot. Gum trees, wallabies, and even a koala. There's plenty to do here, so let's get a move on.
This game has a weird line between what's a humanoid character and what's still an animal. Like,
Listen, mate,
Maury here
I
is
solved your
a
problem.
bird,
I
but there's
found
other
you
birds
a
around that are just
second
animals.
boomerang.
So,
That's great. Where is it?
See that tree over there?
Yeah?
Well, it's not there.
Right. Well, where is it?
It's on top of Frillneck Peak.
Oh, great.
No, don't worry. You'll just have to jump, run, rang, and bite your way there while avoiding Boss Cass's henchmen. Look, mate, life wasn't meant to be easy.
that's right. So, my first gripe with this game is that there's cave paintings from an ancient time, but it's about Ty's parents. And it couldn't have been more than, what, like 10 years ago? I don't know the lifespan of a Tasmanian tiger, but it couldn't have been very long ago.
Beauty! Butler! Bonza! I got one!
Yeah. 1 down, 71 to go. Come on, let's get a move on.
And the thunder eggs are basically geodes. And I think this red glowing currency is like an opal, I think. Let's see.
I reckon those dunnies are a complete waste of space. Only last week I used one, walked 2 blocks, was clobbered by a frill, and then woke up back on the dunny, which was the best place to be given the surprise I got. Julius reckons it's got something to do with the space-time conundrum. But if you ask me, I think it's a load of bull dust.
So, you're saying that if I have an accident, I'll end up back at one of these?
Something like that.
So if you don't know what a dunny is basically an outhouse. And outhouses are the checkpoints of this game. Because, you know, why not? They'll start off as this little platform with a circle of toilet paper going around it, and then the outhouse will just spring out of the ground when you've made the checkpoint. You see there's one right on the other side of this thing, but there's gonna be another tutorial-esque thing interrupting me.
Truth, Ty, you've got a fair set of choppers on you. I reckon you could put them to good use by pressing the bite button. Get it? Choppers, bite button. Never mind, Ty, move on. Have a go at those crates.
I love the solid sound of some of the effects here. So let's see.
Now, I was speaking
right
to
there.
a bloke down the local watering hole, and he reckons you can use your rangs to take care of enemies and smash things.
Shoe Ripper!
He said something now, wait a minute, he said something about pressing the throw button to use them.
Alright, let's see if I can get this on. Boop! And it just does that. I love the sound of that smack. Such a solid sound in this game. This came out in like 2001, 2002. Yeah, it's got great music, it's got great sounds. I'm gonna get interrupted again.
Oh no, not more cages.
Struth! What happened here?
Boss Cass did this. He's caged all your bilby mates and hidden them across the land.
Oh, yeah? Well, big mistake. No one messes with my mates.
Now there's a thunder egg in each area if you free them.
No worries. Unless you're Boss Cass.
Yeah, so if you're not humane enough to just rescue your friends, you get paid if you do it. Now that guy, so some of them are not gonna forcibly interrupt me. This one just tells me how to use the camera. Also love the just like the slide to a stop motion. That's great.
I don't know if it's true, but I heard about this bloke who found 300 opals, then took them to Julius's opal machine. Anyway, something weird happened, and he ended up with a thunder egg.
Righto.
Yeah, so there's the introduction to currency conversion. There's another outhouse. And then I'm gonna get interrupted by kangaroos. I like on that first kangaroo, his eyes, like the skull on his shirt, the eyes open as he wakes up, which I thought was kind of funny. I don't know if that's on purpose or if it just happens to do that with the graphics. So these are level 2 enemies. All the lizards are level 1 because they only take 1 hit. I think these... well, let's find out. That's 1 hit, and that's 2 hits, yeah. Just double check. Alright. And then there's a sign over here. I know what to do, but I'll play it anyway.
When I was a lad, there was this kid, Toothy Malone, I think his name was who could bite his way through a dozen pies in less than a minute. These aren't pies, mate, but I reckon you could chomp the lot by pressing the bite button quickly. Try biting them quickly to reach that thunder egg.
So there's some weird amount of lore for these things. They're like Boss Cass's surveillance system. I did that in the wrong direction. And they're floating egg cameras, but you can use them to get up higher. But they're ever so carefully placed so that I don't see them and can't possibly use them. Get to a higher elevation, because that's very fun. Ow. Dang. Enemies are a lot easier to bite in the second game, because I think they made it so that they don't dodge every time you try and bite them. Either way, it's fine. Oh, come on, I know this works. Dang it. There we go. Nice. So at some point I'll run into a picnic basket, which is what will give me more health. And it'll be a while, I think, before I find one. Here's a golden gear. It'll tell me what it is up there a little bit. Hey look, there's another guy. I don't think I can jump quite that high yet. We'll see. I think I have to come back with a second boomerang to do that.
Yes. This just might do.
G'day, Julius.
Oh, hello, Ty. You know this golden cog just might be perfect for my latest invention. The Cogulacious Boomerangorous Extrapolator.
Right.
Boomerang
What's
maker.
that?
Why, it's a machine that creates experimental techno-rangs. I need golden cogs to build a new one. 15 to be exact. And if you find enough, bring them to my
So
lab
15
in Rainbow
solid
Cliffs, and
gold,
I'll build you a new boomerang.
15-inch wide
You're on, mate.
gears for one boomerang. Because, you know, that makes sense. Oh yeah, so can I jump up here? I can! I didn't think I could. That was kind of glitchy there for a second. Oh yeah, so as soon as I get a second boomerang, I'll be able to glide. So I won't like take as fall damage as easily. There's also a delay between the bite and the throw that I don't remember being there. If you can do it right, you can chain bites together really quickly, but I think they have to, the first one has to land for it to start working. There's a golden gear up there, I know. I'll also be able to climb platforms easier when I have a second boomerang. I don't know if you saw it, but I was hanging off the edge, like with one as a hook. As soon as I get a second one, it'll make it easier. know that this guy's here. Now, I can also start swimming as soon as I get a second boomerang. There's Ty's head down there, which is a full health restore. Can I interrupt me? What are you?
Julius told me to tell you this, but I have no idea
Oh
what
yeah,
it means.
camera lock on.
Apparently, according to Julius, you can lock your camera on to enemies at any time by pressing and holding the lock-on button.
Which is F2, which is such a stupid button. I'm not gonna do it. They wanted me to try it out on that crab, but I was not going to. Alright. At this outhouse, I think I'm gonna call it a day for this one episode. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time.